So one of the things I could say that we're hearing consistently across our network is that we have two main challenges. The first one, excuse me, is the impact of racism. And then the second is the network and the framework that completely undermines Black people. And so I want to talk a little bit about what that means. And so we see them as challenges. And the first challenge would be the definition of the American worker. And so when you traditionally think about the American worker, you don't think about the Black worker. Black workers are not American workers. And so why is that? One is that we have these narratives that say that discrimination isn't really against Black workers, right? It's not systematic. They're just a few bad apples, a few bad corporations and companies, right, or employers. The other is that, as we've heard on the panel, right, that Blacks aren't skilled, or they're uneducated, or that they don't want to work. The second narrative is civil versus uncivilized. Blacks they're lazy. Blacks aren't drug-free. Blacks aren't trying hard enough to get a job. But we realize that that's just not true. And even in progressive circles, we see it as well. We call it at the Black Work Center black ice. And so we're all familiar with black ice, right? People try to avoid the black ice. You can't see the black ice. And the conversation that we find ourselves in frequently is, you can talk about immigrant rights. You can talk about Latino and Asian worker rights. But when we talk about Black worker rights, it's black ice, right? People slip, they slide, they trip, they fall over it. And we're made to feel uncomfortable, right? And for a long time, the pushback that we received is, it's not about race, it's about class, right? And so that is something that's very difficult for us. It makes it harder for us to work in coalition with other organizations. And I really want to just call out that it's not just the right or anything like that. It's also within our progressive community, right, that we have these challenges. So one of the things that we are doing to change those narratives, though, is this video series called Working While Black. And one of the things that we feel in terms of organizing is that first there must be awareness before there is action. And so through our video series, we are working to make the invisible visible, asking people to talk about their experiences, good, bad, or indifferent, of when they first recognized or realized that they were a Black person working. And so it's very interesting to hear these stories. And one of the things that we are seeing is that through telling these stories, community is being built. Frequently, people have felt like it was only happening to me. And in this era, right, when we've had a Black president, something must be wrong with me that I am still dealing with discrimination, racism. What we're also seeing with our younger so is that they don't know what to call it, right? Because they haven't been exposed to the history, the legacy of discrimination and racism that we are. So they question and they internalize it and personalize it and say, I must be doing something wrong. And it's through telling these stories that you realize that it's happening to us collectively. And we hope that we will be able to really shore up and build our base so that we can take action.